for my YouTube. Beautiful. So, for the screen. Okay, friends, thank you all for coming in. We're gonna get to chatting. Pals, how's everything going? Appreciate you being here. So, I was about to say before I had the internet disruption, is just making sure you guys understand how to go live and be intentional about your live journey, specifically when it comes to being in these different spaces. So thank you so much. Appreciate you, Michelle. I know you got to leave shortly, but I appreciate you coming back and joining me. I'm probably gonna have to go. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to reboot my. There we go. Reboot my channels. You guys are being so patient with me this morning. I know I seem a little disjointed, but I'm getting it together. There we go. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support. We're gonna get started in the second. This is thank you so much, my friend Nika Grace. Appreciate that finger. That's right, you got a finger heart title gifter. Look at there, friend. Um, so it's funny. What would someone do if they got the finger heart when it comes to a little gesture? Do they say thank you and shake it a little bit? I'm thinking about you making Coach Miss Jessie dance, and she was doing a butterfly, some variation of the butterfly when you were giving the butterfly gift. Thank you so much. How you doing? Phenomenal. Thank you all coming in. My friends coming in. Thank you so much. I like the live. Appreciate the daily heart mates. You guys know TikTok is gonna throw the curveball, but that's okay. We gonna deal with it. Okay. Hi everyone. How you doing, Lizzie? Appreciate you. Great morning, everyone. So yeah, we you said that was fun. Mrs. Me, how are you, friend? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Phenomenal. I'm looking at your 31. You're almost purple. Somebody came in yesterday. They had 35. They were literally purple. And then 44 popped up in here. We had Masshole that popped in that has 44. So just know the numbers, interesting. They the numbers, the colors get definitely more vivid as they grow. But look at you in these streets. Good morning. How you doing, Miss Digital? Are you going live, my friend? Let me know how your live journey is going. Hello, my friends on the YT. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate everyone coming in. HM, thank you for joining the live. All my friends are coming in. Thank you all for the shares, the likes, the comments. I appreciate you all coming in. Appreciate you all supporting the live. We're gonna talk. I see Mass on big rooms. I follow drop big. Oh, do you? I haven't. Mass hole has not done that then over here. Yes, I need to follow Masshole too then, huh? Masshole is not. He came in for a second, but I haven't seen him. Haven't seen them come back yet. They seem nice. They seem nice. Okay, nice. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for sharing out the live. I appreciate that. And so, we're going to talk about. So this is like the live setup. Third time I've seen them here. I know. I was like, okay. Well, but I haven't seen any of the comments or anything like that from them either. So we'll see. We'll see if they come in and support in that way as well. So learn how to grow your YouTube channel. Oh yes, friends, come on in. We're talking. What's happened lately is that I've seen big surges. So Michelle, this is for you to know. We could talk about this on our next one-on-one. I've seen YouTube send more people in as of late, so big surges. But thank you all for joining. Make sure you like the live, comment, and if you have not done so, go ahead and click that subscribe button. We're gonna get to chatting in a second. Ask next time if they're going live. I'm not sure. Okay, definitely will. Yes, the numbers get purple with cute outline and diamonds get colorful. Yes, they do, friend. Yes, they do. Um, hold your heartbeat. Yes, hold your heartbeat. We'll see. TikTok is funny. TikTok has been giving me the flash goal much later. And so with that, I am not, yeah. So I'm not getting, I'm getting the flash goal later and it seems to be the heartbeat. So we'll see what happens. all my friends who are coming in. Let me know if you have questions. I'm gonna stay. We'll see how long I stay on today, only because I was sharing earlier in terms of wanting to get a little bit more. Um, you said I'm finally only 2,700 from my next level. Oh, that's good. That's good. You are moving and grooving, friend. You are moving and grooving. You're about to hit your 1K too soon. I mean, really, I have to go. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you joining the live. Thank you so much. Um, I I would say you're moving and shaking, and there's no reason why you should not be at 1,000 before the month is out. Just putting that out there. just putting that out there, just a little bit out there, just to see what you think about that. So I think you are almost there. How you doing, Happy? Thank you so much. And 2,700 from, yeah, that's not bad at all to be at level 23. Look at you. You are doing it out in these streets. Appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much. How you doing, Tree? Appreciate you joining in. Thank you so much. Good morning. It's all just from making friends. Yes. So are you not posting content? Oh, I'm sorry. I hit an invite by accident. Don't answer. Don't answer. um, it's not. Are you not producing content? Let me know if you're not producing content yet. So I actually need to go to your page. I can't do it from here. So I'm gonna go to your page. You're gonna get a visit today. See what see what's going on with your content creation. I need to be with the tears. I need to be. Yes, and you are making a lot of friends, and you're like, I don't have no content for them. I love it. Yeah, content is important. That's what I was talking about earlier. So I was saying I need to carve out more time for my content creation. So there's things I'm doing obviously from the shop side. So obviously for you to be successful in shop, you got to make sure your hands in the content side as much as it is in the live side. So I think it's a balance. Content side, actually, you need to produce a lot more content so that the more that's out there, it'll get out there and pushed out either by the sellers or just people searching for that. And then, especially when they have the different promotional times going on, like the deals for you days and stuff. So you want to make sure you have enough content. So that's my thinking. And I know I did a video yesterday. Did I do two yesterday? I think I did one. I'm going to try to do two, maybe three today. We'll see if I can get to three because my goal is to kind of let's get it cranking, let's get some stuff going. And then obviously on this side as well, produce at least one video today. I drafted a video, so I did the voice. I need to do my edits and then push it out. So after this live, my goal is to push it out and have it there for ideally, before 1 o'clock. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you all for coming in our room. DJ, TikTok, Taryn, Sonya, Coach Miss Jessie, Happy. Thank you so much. Thank you, my YouTube people. We had a glitch earlier. The internet went out. My live had to end it. And so I had to reboot. So thank you so much for coming back. Those who were listening, we are talking all things. Ooh, you fancy. Am I fancy? Am I fancy? I'm trying, you all. Because, that's the thing about it. You got to make sure you have the content pieces done. We will be in Portland for 2 whole weeks, so I'll have some space to do some content. That's good. That's it. Yep, so that's good. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate all the support. Yes, that's important. So, yeah, if you can carve it out. Coach Miss Jessie, how is your content creation? Others in the room, how is your content side? Let me know how the content side is going for you all because that's going to be important. And if you guys have tips, yesterday's live, I spent a lot of time talking about content and just some tips and strategies that I currently use. Let me know if I need to recap any of that if you missed it. Let's talk about content. Let's talk about content. Nika, I think you were the one who prompted the question about content, and so I went on to share kind of some things I do to get things going. I need to work on content, yes. Um, let's see, friend. Phenomenal, you said I'm planning to increase my content quality this month. Yes, yes. Who's in here? Let me share my because yesterday I did share it. Um, who's TikTok shop people in the room? If you are TikTok shop, thank you, D-Ray, for sharing. Um, yes, I need all the tips. Yes, also paying attention to ensuring it's categorized. Yes. So here, let me start with categorizing. Okay, so here's what I've been able to do. And if you check for my videos, I'm going to say this pretty, knock on wood, I'm knocking up a little harder, that I don't end up having a video that's not categorized. My last 4 videos, maybe 5, my last, definitely 3, but I think I'm 4 or 5 videos straight in a row that are categorized. So I think I only have, I think you have to go maybe a little bit further deeper into my content to not see a categorized video. I'm going to tell you what I do. I don't keep secrets from you all. Yes, same, need all tips. I don't keep secrets from you all. So I'm going to tell you what I've been doing with making sure my videos are getting categorized. Now, categorized, let me share this little snippet. It does not always happen immediately. Okay, so it'll happen maybe 24 to 48 hours sometimes. Sometimes I see it immediately. Sometimes I'll see it within, like, you know, after the video's posted, I go back and check, maybe an hour later, it's categorized. So it does depend. I just want to put that out there. But I'm going to say, keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to tell you what I do so that you guys can get a sense of how to be consistent when you are preparing your videos, and then even after you prepare your videos. I'll tell you that too. Give me 1 second. Let me catch up on comments. Let's tap, tap, tap. We're going to tap to 20K, see if we can get some more taps in. Miss Jessie needs to pull some footage from her butterfly dance. We all laugh so hard. Oh, yes, you need to post it. Pull some footage, post it, Coach Jessie. Yes, same here, need all the tips. Yes. How you doing, Jamie Lee? Thank you so much. Appreciate your pins out. Yes, let's discuss categorizing. Yes. Yes, need some tips. So yeah, we're gonna tap it up a little bit. Okay, so here's what I will tell you. A couple things you want to think about when you start a video. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate all the support, the friendship necklaces. When you are posting a video, obviously people always say you want to say the word that you're talking about at least 2 to 3 times. And then the thing is, they tell you to say it ideally in the beginning, maybe within the first 5 to 10 words. Okay? So you're saying it pretty early on. Okay? So here's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say the word that you want to be categorized. So if your video, so I'll point to the video I did. I'll point to the video I did yesterday. Digital camera, and you'll see it. I'm gonna start a dual camera. Dual camera. If you go back to the video before that, you see goals. I think the video before that actually is part of the teaching campaign, so it says teaching TikTok. So that one doesn't count because that's literally the reason why I got picked up is because I put that in as the hashtag and I put it in like 3 different places. So I'll talk about that in a second too. Um, but know that that's a little different. So that's why you see that teaching campaign because it is a campaign video. Um, the one before that is goals. I think the next 2 were goal videos. Okay, so with those videos, what I did, tap it out, tap it out. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you all coming into the room. I appreciate you. Definitely make sure you're liking the live. We like, we're almost at 10K. Couldn't get my dual camera to work. And is that an iPhone situation? What do you mean? You don't see the dual camera or you didn't get it to work? And you're the second person that said maybe it's the device. I don't know if that's the answer. That might be the answer. Somebody asked the question, so my repeat video was about um, follower count, but it could be the device. I didn't think about it as a device issue. It could very well be the device. Somebody else asked that question just yesterday. Was it a device thing? I didn't think to ask people who have access. Do they have Samsungs or Apple iPhones? So I'm not sure. Not sure. It could very well be the device though. Thank you all who are in the room. I appreciate all the people who have joined. Okay, so the first thing I say when you start your content, say the word. Try to say the word that you're going to talk about. Whether it's goals, whether it's dual camera, whatever it is, try to say that word. Hopefully in that first sentence or so. Put it there for you so it's up front. Then, throughout the video, try to be cognizant of saying the word at least 1 to 2 more times. So in the words you say, you've said it at least 2 to 3 times in that video, if not more. Okay? It could be. I know the TikTok Live Studio app isn't available for Mac Interesting. Dual camera. Dual camera. I have an iPhone, so phenomenal. Let me know what you're saying. Do you not have an iPhone? Are you an Android person? Let me know. Yes, only on PCs. Yes, only on PCs for that. Did you do a video on this? Categorizing? Nope, I have not. I will, friend. You said I'm Android. Does the dual camera not work for you? Mary, let there be light. How are you, friend? Um, and the dual camera video, I have posted now. You said nope. It might be a device thing. I didn't think about Android versus Apple, the iPhone. Yeah, I'm an iPhone person, and so that you guys know what I did, I commented off somebody who asked about the follower count. So that's another way to get eyes on your videos, because that's a video that actually was a video that did pretty well for me. Not, relatively speaking, it's not in millions or hundreds of thousands, but it's upwards of 6,000 views or so. So it's done fine. And so with that video, I've gotten a lot of questions, comments. No one's pointed out the device difference though. And so only a majority of people who say they don't have it. I guess I need to go back and respond to those people and say, do you have it? What phone do you have? What phone are you using? And see if that is the key factor. There's about a handful, maybe a dozen, that have said they don't have it out of the responses I've seen. Not many, but the ones who don't have it, I need to see if it's a device thing. Yeah, so I'll ask that question. Thank you all. Good morning. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all. Appreciate all the support. I was so disappointed because I wanted to use that method for TikTok Shop. You know what? Here's what I would say about it though. For TikTok Shop, I don't know. I don't know if I would. I mean, you could. You could definitely have your face in the screen and you can show your hand moving the product. So, because the dual camera is that you are able to have you as a talking head if you want you to be in the smaller screen, and then the main view camera is on whatever else you want it to be on. So it could be you, it could be your laptop, it could be, a turntable where you have your products on that. So yeah, you could do that. I guess it could work that way. But just know, essentially your hands are the ones that people would see, I assume, or they would see the product itself too, if that's what you're going to show. So yeah, that could work. Like I said, I didn't think about it like that, but you absolutely could do that. So I would be saying butterfly throughout the video. So you talking to Nika? No, Nika, I think she's telling you to send your clip of your butterfly. I think that's what she's saying. Send the clip from your live. I think that's what she's asking you to do. Post the clip from your live. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate all the support. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you are liking the live, tapping, liking the live. That's where you see the heart come up and the line cross across. And then I want you to share the live out. If you touch my nose or my glasses, you can share the live out. We are going to get some friends in the room and share with them that we are here and we are live. Thank you so much, friend. Let's see. I was talking about categorizing the video. So let me go back. So I said in the first 10 seconds, maybe 10 words or so, 5 to 10 words, you are seeing the word that you want to be categorized. So try to say it as early up front as possible. Now, throughout the video, try to say it at least 2, 3, at least when you go back and look at that video, if you can count that you said that word at least 3 times, that's good. Okay? So try to think of it that way. Like, how many times did I say it? Now, for my goals videos, I said goals probably every other word. It was said frequently. Now, what you also are going to do is make it part of your hook on the screen. So if you go back and look at my dual camera is on the screen when you first start the video. It's the title of the camera, title of the video. So it is part of that. So I say it quite a bit. Yep. Oh, you said yes. I'm talking about to categorize it. Oh, you talking about to categorize the butterfly, video. Well, it depends on what you want the word to be. Maybe the word is dance. Maybe the word is something to do with I don't know, your outfits, clothing. Just think about the word you want people to be able to search. A searchable word. That's the word you want. So what the searchable word would be. So the searchable word for me would be dual camera. Now let me give you a quick tip. If you go to Creator Search Insights, Creator Search Insights will give you words in terms of content gap words. You can go in the search bar and type in a word that you think you want to use for your video. So it tells you some words. So for example, goals. I know goals was the word I wanted to use. Dual camera, I knew was the word because I had done Creator Search Insights and I had known that the dual camera was one of the words that they used. So I knew that was a word that was searchable. So you could start with Creator Search Insight and search words, and then make sure when you are talking in your video, you're using those words in your video. Okay, because those are searchable words. You know what's going to pop up when you search for it. So you could reverse engineer it that way. Take your topic, and so maybe in your case, Coach Miss Jessie, you know what your video is going to be, and you have a script in mind and things you're going to say that will ideally be a searchable word that you could use. It could be dance. Hey guys, let me show you this dance I do when every time I get a gift. I did the butterfly dance. Watch me do this butterfly dance. And so you said dance multiple times. Now butterfly could be also picked up, but dance would be picked up. And then, okay, so in that case, let's use that as an example. In that case, what you would do, and this is up to you in terms of what you want to use as your word, what you would do is make on top of your screen my dance for getting gifts. Or if you want to use butterfly, you can say make sure butterfly's a word, but you can say that's part of your hook on the screen. You said dance a couple times. And then you have, when you type in, you're going to type on the screen. People talk about this too. This is part of the metadata. You're going to type on the screen, maybe dance or dance or hashtag dance video, hashtag butterfly dance, hashtag um, gift dance. Whatever you're going to put those in there, and then you shrink that down. I also make it like black font so you can't see it. So it's like, hopefully a little darker. And then I slide it to the side. So I make it black font, and then I font color, and then I shrink it down, and then I slide it off to the screen where you don't see it. I don't do them as individual words that I slide off. Some people do that strategy. I don't. I just put them all in one cluster, and then I slide it off. And so I'll do hashtags, I'll do words. So it's a combination of things that gets slid off. So that's metadata out there that has dance, that has some other things in it, some other words, TikTok tips, TikTok gifts, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, things that's part of the video. And so I'll put those words to the side. And then so in that example, dance was used several times because I said it in the video. Dance was put on the screen. Dance was slid off to the side. It was written in a couple different ways with hashtags and some other ways of saying dance is slid off to the side. And before I post my video, in my description, I use the word again. And then my hashtags that are there, I use the word again. So those hashtags that I just slid off to the side, those might be some hashtags I use in my hashtag options. Okay? And so hashtags, word on the screen, word said, word slide to the side, words in my description. And then on top of that, so that's all the things so you see the word. If you go back and look at any of my videos, you'll see that word. You'll be like, oh my gosh, she didn't put the word so many times. You'll see it. It'll be so apparent to you that I used it that many times. Wait, so you do hashtags and words to the side? Yes, I do, ma'am. I sure do. So I slide it to the side. Then I will, and I'm going to say this. So if it doesn't show up immediately, I almost missed it. Okay, yep. I do both. Yep. And so I shrink those sides, slide that to the side. So the word is embedded in that video multiple times. And so here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. All that you may do, and be like, Dr. Lisa, it's still never categorized for me. I'm going to tell you what happened. Hello, Darlene. How you doing, friend? In your video, you'll always hear me talk about comment. You want to do a call to action, people to comment, people to connect. I will say, here's what I will make also. Um, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dean. I appreciate you being. Let me know if you have a question, friend. Um, and so the other thing I will say I do is when people comment, you'll notice I do this too. You'll go back and look at my videos. Be like, she sure does do this. I always use the word. Hey girl, hope all is well. Just keep blooming. Thank you so much, friend. In any of my comments, I always use the word. I'll say, hey, yeah, the dual camera. How you doing, asshole? Do you go live? Let me know if you go live. So you'll see that. You'll see that. You'll be like, she sure do use the word every time she responds. I use the word in my response every single time. And well, not every single time. I try to, because sometimes people put a little heart emojis, and I'll be like, thank you. But in most times in my response, I'll use the word that is my keyword. So dual camera, you see, this is magic. He said, I'm excited. I said, I'll use the word. I'll use the word every time. That's my other trick. And so I think that helps a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's again, the word is being used. But if my videos are being categorized, I will say that. I knew I liked you. Yeah, so I try to make sure I use the word, whatever that word is, dual camera, goals, TikTok tips, whatever I'm saying. I try to make that the word that I use in my response back. So I do try to comment, but I try to use the word to make sure that that is being picked up in the comment section as well. Yeah. So I have been doing this pretty consistently. I have to go back and look at the last time a video didn't get categorized. I have to go back and look. I think I might be like 6 or 7 videos in before you don't see a video being categorized. Now, some of those videos might be like a sub only video. That might be a reason why I didn't get categorized because it was for my subscribers, and it's not necessarily the same approach I take. I don't use the hashtags. I don't use all that stuff because it's just for the subscribers. It's going to you all, so those videos don't get categorized. So I think that's the last time you'll see a video that did not get categorized. TikTok gave us the heart me. Of course, TikTok will give us the heart me, y'all, as the flash go. Yes, TikTok is TikToking me lately. I'm making peace with it. I'm making peace. TikTok is like, Dr. Lisa, we gonna make it hard for you, friend. We gonna make it hard. We know your friends come in and they are supporters, but we gonna make it hard. Thank you, Nika Grace. Appreciate your friend. TikTok is TikToking me. That's okay. Um, Thank you all, friends, for sharing out the live. Let me know if you have questions about that, and if I need to recap it for anybody. But I was essentially sharing my secret of how my videos are categorized when we talk about TikTok categorizing videos on TikTok. So that's what I was talking about. So videos when and and again, what I'm talking about probably applies to other platforms like YouTube as well. But just know that was specific to TikTok when you do those shorts and stuff, and just making sure again the videos are having the word that you want, in particular that you want to be shared with your community. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, so I spend some time getting that to work for me. In terms of maybe looking at what I'm talking about. And so some of it is where if I'm doing like a talking head video where I'm just talking and sharing some guidance and tips and stuff like that, I as the message itself, I already kind of know what the message is going to be. So I've done my research in terms of what I want to talk about. So like the video I did the other day where I talked about here are goals. Here are my 3 goals that I want us to focus on for this month of July. We talked about a mental goal. So I said goal like 20 times in the video. So I said mental goal, physical goal, personal goal. And then I was like, these goals, so I'm talking quite a bit. So that was an easy one because I was like, okay, the word is goals. Whether it was monthly goal or goals, it was goals. And when you look at how that video is categorized, it says goals. It's goals. So, is that the video that says goals? Well, let me take that back. I have to go back. I think that was the teaching one. I think that video didn't get categorized that way. I have to go back and look. I can't remember which one I did was the teaching one because one of them I made a campaign video, so that's the way it ended up getting categorized as the campaign title versus my the verbiage I used. So Yes, thank you so much. Good morning. How you doing, Derek? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, Just Fabulous. Appreciate your friend coming in, getting your daily heart meet. We do have the flash goal. If you are coming in and you want to click that daily heart meet, we have the flash goal. That is the heart meet. Get your engagement points, friends. We want to make sure you are claiming it, clicking the daily heart meet to get the points there and claim all the points that you have for sharing the live, commenting. That's part of the community. The fan club for being part of this community. So you want to click your daily heartbeat for that. Thank you so much, friend. And then, make sure you comment, friends, because we want to make sure we are commenting, especially for those who have done the daily heartbeat as well, because we are part of the community building um, community encore. So that's going to happen to the 15th. So we got fan club members coming in, and we're going to try to reach our goal that way as well. So there's different milestones. We're getting points, but also making sure we're getting comments and engagement from the fan club. So if you are here and you haven't gotten your daily heartbeat, click that as well. Let me know if there's any other questions about categorizing your video. So you definitely want to spend some time categorizing your video. Again, as people are searching. So people search for goals, people search for dual camera. They'll come across those videos. People are in creator search insights, and they're searching there. So I would tell you, yeah, just be cognizant of what you're posting about, what you're talking about, what your image is. So there's another video I did, I think that was like 3 days ago, the video where it was all text on screen. It was 100% text on screen. I didn't talk. It was music playing in the background. It was just text on screen. And what I tried to do in my own cute way, I was trying to make sure that the video, the text on screen came in based on the beat of the music. So you saw the music, the text on screen popping in based on the beat of the music. Well, that was a goals video too, because I had two videos I think aligned with goal setting. And so that video also had goals written all text on screen. Okay. So when I say it wasn't me verbally sharing it, it was on the screen. And then I also did my metadata where I slid the text onto the side. And then I also put goals and all the hashtags in the description. So again, there was no reason why the video wouldn't be categorized as goals because it was on the screen so much. It was in the metadata. It was in the description. It was the part of the hashtags. So when you go and look at that video, right at the top it says goals. Okay, so just know it doesn't have to be what you say verbally. It's again what's written. So if you're being intentional about it, and then again, you guys know I do my little slick move when I comment back on y'all. I'm saying the word. And I don't necessarily say it's a slick move. I'm being transparent. It is me saying very clearly, hey, I am commenting back very clearly that I am talking about goals. Okay? And that's what this video is about. We talking about that. And so just know that that's what I do. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that, friends. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you for joining the live. If you are new to my live, go ahead and put new in the chat. We're going to talk. And if you have not clicked your daily heart me, go ahead and click the daily heart me. I'm going to pin it again so that you can grab the daily heart me as well. And then we will, and as TikTok does me, we get the daily heart me. It knows that you guys come in, y'all support, and then there's no more daily heart me's. Which like I said, I think they need to change the rule. That just doesn't make sense. If people are coming in to support and they claim the daily heart me and they're still in the room, let their daily heart me go. Come on, that should count. So, TikTok, I hope you hear that. That is my recommendation. It should count. Okay. So yes, Dee Dee, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining the live. What else would I say? So the other things we talked about, content tips. Any other questions about content tips? Let me know if there's other questions about content. I'm happy to answer questions. Thank you all who are viewing and joining the live as well. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you for the shares, friend. And so if you have questions, let me know. Yes, should count TT. Yes, count it. Count it. My friends coming in here, dropping their daily heart me's, they've come through. Come on now, we need to count all of it, every last person. So um, here's what I will say is other content tips. I talked about this yesterday in terms of and so correct me if you heard me say this and you already got this tip. What I talked about yesterday is just taking I guess I wouldn't even call it B-roll because I agree you should have B-roll footage. And so I would say B-roll footage is where you are just rolling camera. And to be honest with you, I need to get more B-roll. I don't do as much B-roll of me just doing random things around the house or moving around and stuff. So I really should start setting up my camera and just letting it roll. And then you could take snippets from that and use that as content. You could do what I did, the video with the goals with my son. I'm pushing him on the swing. That was a video I did that I was able to kind of use for that goal setting and stuff. And so just know there's different tips and strategies out there that you can use to just have footage that you can use later. How you doing, D-Rob? Appreciate your friend. The other thing I shared yesterday, thank you for that daily heart me friend. Anybody else coming in, come grab that daily heart me. We're gonna get share on my live. Let's see. We're gonna get some more friends in the room so they know we are here and we can get that daily heart me going. Thank you so much, friends. So the other thing I will say is that I will also um, take footage. And so this is for my shop. Thank you so much, Blissfully. Thank you so much, friend, for that daily heart me. I think we need, what did TikTok tell us? 6 more. No, take 6 more TikTok. We'll see what that looks like. Thank you all coming in. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the shares, friend. The other thing I said, and I use my lipstick over here as an example, but I'll use, I guess I'll use the lipstick again because it's convenient. It's a good example. Thank you, Susie. How are you, friend? If you guys haven't grabbed the Daily Heart, me grab that as well. Thank you, Miss Darling, for the shares. Appreciate you. So I use this, and so imagine I was doing footage and I was doing different angles. So I may show this as a and I'm having my camera rolling. Camera is rolling. So I have this, and I'll just take it, and so it may look more like this. Let's show you. I'm gonna show it this way. So I always like to show you guys in a real life example. So I'm gonna flip my camera around so you can see it. So if you were looking at this, so imagine this was camera rolling. I'm showing this, and I might show it this way. Oh, look at you reach level 15. Congratulations, friend. So I might show it like this, and just imagine this is like a 4 or 5 second video. And then I stop the video. And then I come back, and I might show it where I pick it up, and then I spin it around and show the different labels or something like that. I show the back of it or something. And then I do that in the video. And then I'll show the next one. And then show the name of the thing, name of the lip gloss. And then I end the video. And then I come back and do the last one. So I do that. Those are all clips that I have for this video. And then I might do a video where I unscrew it. I'm only using one hand, but I unscrew it and I open it up and I show you guys what it looks like. So I'll do that. So imagine I'm doing all that and I have that footage. I have essentially, for argument's sake, I have about, I don't know, 10 clips of this product. Anywhere between 7 and 10 clips of the product. Well, with TikTok, you could take those clips. You could take those clips, friends. And then when you add it to a 15-second video, so I use 15 seconds on purpose. Sometimes I use a minute, especially if I have a product like the air fryer where the video clips are longer. Maybe the clips are 10 seconds, 15 seconds, because maybe I'm adding chicken inside the air fryer, or I was doing some other things like that. So maybe the clip was a little longer, but regardless, it's anywhere I'm going to use either the 15 second or the 60 second. So I add those clips. What TikTok will do is create almost like a mesh up. It's like a montage video of all those clips. And they'll shrink them so that they fit into that 15-second slot. So if I just added, 7 4-second videos. That's like 20, what's the math on that? 21? Did I do that right? Anyway, so it's longer. So they're gonna shrink it. They're gonna shrink it down. They're gonna shrink that down. And a stitch of 28. Thank you so much, friend. My mind didn't. Thank you so much. So y'all listening. That's the thing about it. Y'all listening. Y'all supposed to be commenting on that, y'all. Appreciate y'all. See, I should have had 28 all throughout the chat. Y'all sitting up here just letting me talk. So he said I'm taking notes. You know I'm gonna take notes, friend. See, they just letting me talk and say any old thing. And y'all like, yeah, shit, I guess it is 21. No, it's not 21. um, okay, so that video is now shrunk down. It's a montage of these little clips. So you can kind of literally, you got a whole video there in 15 seconds. You got a 15-second video showing the lip gloss in its different phases. And all I do is do a voiceover. Now, what I will end up doing though is that because I know some of those clips are longer, I can go in and extend them. You know, you can go into the edit mode. So I can extend those videos so that they are a little longer in certain spots. Or maybe if I did two things in that video where I held it up and maybe I spun it around, I might take the part where TikTok got the piece where it was picked up and held up, but it didn't get the spin. So I may slice that part where it spins and that becomes another clip that I use of just the spinning element. And so, you know what I'm saying? So all that is part of it. Thank you so much. Engage, you guys, engage. Thank you so much. Tap the screen, share out the live. Thank you so much for all the support. And if you have not done so already, we have 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds for the flash goal, which is the daily heart me. We need 5 more daily heart me's. If you are joining and have not clicked the heart plus next to my name, if you don't know about the heart plus, let me know because I'm going to talk about it. I can tell you about the blue box and the orange heart if you are curious about how to engage as a viewer. But you want to come in and click that daily heart me. We're about to end. It did not get achieved. That's okay, Dee Dee. I appreciate your friend. We just missed it. That's okay. We TikTok set us up anyway because TikTok keeps giving me a flash goal where everybody comes in with the daily heart me and we've gotten the daily heart me already, so it's all good. I just know how TikTok is doing us. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate the support. We're gonna talk a little bit longer. I'll probably stay on to about 11:30 or so. Thank you. So no, you're fine. I appreciate you, friend. So what I will say is that my ears popping. So what I will say is that I will then take that video and I will do different extensions for that video, just so that I have a longer video. I try to make my shop videos anywhere between 25 to 30 seconds. I haven't done two. I may have had a few videos where they've been a little longer than 30 seconds, but for the most part, I don't keep it over 30 seconds. I try to make sure that they're, when you think about a commercial, 15-second commercial, 30-second commercial, I ain't doing 60-second commercials. I just haven't gotten to that yet. There's some people who do it, but I just don't. So my videos are anywhere between, like I said, they're going to be 15 to 30 seconds, depending on what is being discussed. On average, I think they're about 25 seconds. How you doing, C Queen? Appreciate your friend being here. Thank you all for coming into the live. Appreciate you all joining. And so when it comes to making sure that you can take that video and edit it. A lot of my videos as of late are voiceovers. And then what I do also is I try to do a video of me with the product. So you might see me, and I might do the lip gloss. I did one video, maybe I'll do another one. But you might see me hold the product up, and then I'll apply the lip gloss or something like that. Or if I'm drinking the protein water, you see me drink the water. So those type of things I do also as a video clip. And then that gets added to show my face, to show me interacting with the product. And then everything else is voiceover. I've heard teachers say you need both 15 seconds and over a minute. Thoughts on that? You do for your regular content. What I was just talking about was shop videos. For TikTok shop, that's what I was referring to. I wasn't referring to my regular content here. My regular content on this page, you're right, there is a combination. You need a combination. Most of my videos here average a minute, and actually they go over a minute. The majority. I have would be talking. They're easily hitting at a minute. The reason why I make them a minute and over, slightly over a minute, is because that's part of the creator rewards program. If I ever want to get in it, my videos have to be a minute long. Your videos have to be over a minute. So you'll see people who are intentionally doing that because they're either in the program or aspire to be in the program. Okay, so that's why they're going over a minute. So the videos here on average, they're over a minute. Yeah. And then I'll have, actually, I need to do more, less than 15 seconds and less videos. I don't do as many of those actually. So it's actually the reverse on this account. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So yes, good morning everybody. Thank you all who are engaging. I appreciate you all coming in live. Thank you. Share the live out and tap the screen. We're gonna get to tapping and sharing. Appreciate all the support. TikTok still has me in the shadows, guys, but it is okay. We are gonna continue to be here and be in community. So I appreciate everybody joining the live as well. So with that particular video, I back on the shop side. So let me know, Nika, I can come back on this side. The this side video, actually, if you think about the two videos, the two pages, my strategies are different on each page. So it's interesting that I say that and I'm talking through this. How you doing, friend? God's grace coaching. Appreciate you being here. So my strategies actually are different in terms of how I think about shop videos versus my content over here. So content over here, I don't do a lot of voiceovers. I just talk in the camera. So it's me talking and sharing information, or it's me with text on screen with music. I'm trying to think, have I done a lot of voiceover? I think I've done one or two voiceover videos, not many. It's definitely not the majority. On the other page, I do more voiceover. Someone said to do 7-second video until you get into the creator program. Um, I've heard that too. Those 7-second videos, they usually do a combination of a 7-second video where maybe I don't know, if I did a video and I'm like, um, I don't know, I'm just trying to show something. Like if I'm just like this and I'm just talking, like putting my lip gloss on them and I'm doing like this. You know how you have those little bouncing videos, or they do the movement videos. You're moving, you might be drinking your drink or soda, something like that. And so it's 7 seconds, it's running, or you're cutting pizza, or eating pizza with a fork and doing something different where people don't do it. And then you have a small caption on the screen. You have 15 second for TikTok shop. Yeah, so my videos, like I said, they're 15 seconds. They're no more than 30. I typically do not go over 30 seconds on my TikTok videos. And as a matter of fact, many of them are like 20 to 25 seconds. That's where they're ranging. The last few have been in that range. Yeah, so your videos, you almost have to think about them, like I said, like a commercial. Like for, you said, I found a 40-second video, bro. You found one? Hello, friend. How are you? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, so videos over here, I try to do over 60 seconds. I try my best to be 60 seconds and higher for the videos over here on this page. Because a lot of them are like talking head videos, me sharing guidance, me sharing tips and strategies. And so that's what I'm doing. Hello, Distant Joe, I have a quest for you. Thank you so much, friend. How are you? Appreciate you being here. G Jersey, Silent G. You need to change your name, friend. I love that. All right, friend. Okay, so let me know if there's any specific questions. Anybody else has to have tips? So, Coach Miss Jessie, you said 15 seconds for shop. That's mainly what you're doing. Like I said, I do that kind of compilation type videos and let TikTok create the video for me. So I do that quite a bit, and I've been letting TikTok do it. I've used overlays, zooms, all that type of stuff too. I probably need to talk about that if people are not as familiar with that type of video editing. But you can add overlays, meaning that you're taking maybe a video from your camera roll or image, and you can overlay that onto your screen. And so that's something I've done before. Um, again, when it comes to using stickers, I use stickers a lot. I try to use some of the TikTok. I do everything inside TikTok. There are people who do voiceovers. Yes, I do voiceovers for my shop content. I'm doing voiceovers more so than not, only because I'm also looking at the teleprompter for within TikTok Shop, that voice assistant that tells you kind of what to say about the product. I'm looking at that as I'm reading and talking about the product. And so I let TikTok create the video where it's like this montage of different clips I have. And then I start with the voiceover and I just talk about the product and just talk about the messaging. And then I'll switch maybe the order of some images. So if I say something about, oh, the lip gloss comes in different colors, but when I start talking about the colors, it's not talking about the different colors. I'll switch the order so that the images match what I'm saying on my voiceover. So I do a lot of that to make it, I haven't used the voice assistant. Yes, the voice assistant for TikTok Shop is really good. It's a good thing to use. You want to definitely get in front of that as you're talking and describing the products. I like that idea. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of my videos are voiceover because I'm looking at the voice assistant, and so I'm not talking about the product on the screen verbally. And so I've done that a little bit too, and I probably will bring some of that back. So some of my earlier videos, I would do a quick comment about the product and I'll say it as part of the, almost like an intro. And so you see me talking and it's actually me talking. And then I do the montage. So I may do a little bit more of that. Thanks for sharing that tip. You're welcome, friend. So I may do a little bit more of that so that TikTok sees me, hears me, I'm saying the product, and then you click you I transition into the montage videos so that way I'm able to have a little bit more of my face in the screen, especially in the beginning. So I may do that for the next couple of videos. I think that's a good idea, just to kind of shake it up a little bit because the voiceover piece of it could be a little too, you know, it just becomes a little too mundane. I'm like doing that all the time in my videos. So I'm gonna try to switch it up. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying my best to have more content, especially as I try to balance the two pages, the two accounts. Try to make sure I have content here versus the content over for shop. And then shop, how you doing, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much, Alandria. And then shop in particular just requires a lot more of your time because again the goal is to have content that you're putting out there, and then particularly with products that are um, trending products and products that are currently hot items right now, hot picks. And so you want to make sure you have enough content that will ride that wave of products that people are like looking and searching for. So that's something that I'm being a little bit more intentional about, just making sure that I have the content creation kind of in there. Do you have to have a different page for shop? Do you have to have a different page for shop? No, you don't have to. However, I think it's a best practice, if not a great practice, because the algorithm will get used to you promoting products, and depending on what products you're talking about, and if it doesn't align with your current topic and information, then you want to have a separate page so that you can focus that page on shop content, because all you'll see is shop content over time, and you're like, that's not what I want to see. That happened to me on this page when I started to stand up my shop page. TikTok was showing me all shop content over here. And I was like, that's not what this page is about. This page is about branding. I want to, I'm doing coaching services now. I want to talk about helping you with TikTok tips and goals and strategy and stuff. And so that's what I'm talking about, monetization here. I'm not talking about shop. So it is a best practice to have a separate page because the algorithm will remember anything you search, anything you watch, anything you type, anything you are doing in terms of your content creation, and that's what will, oh boy, yeah, it will take over. And so that's essentially what happened to me. And so I had to be very intentional in the month of June of separating the two, just making sure I got this page to a certain extent back to what it was intended for, and then focus shop content over there. Yeah, so You said I have a new fashion coming. You have a new fashion coming. That's right, because you purchased a lot of things, so you're waiting for some items to come in. This is good. I need to hear this on repeat. Look at you. I appreciate you. You know, I've saved my content, so it is a playlist on the YouTube. So if you need to go back and listen, like Dr. Lisa said, what? You can go back and listen. He said it's like finances. Separate your business from your personal account. Ooh, I love that. Yes. Tater Tot Jackson. Tater Tots. I love that. That's a good one though. That's truly it, friend. That is truly it. Yes. Yeah, so yeah, good idea. Good idea. Yes, I thought about that already. Yep. Um, so yeah, you definitely it is a best practice. I'm gonna tell you that now. And I can say that from experience because I did have that happen to me. And so this page I don't do shop content. If you look way down deep in this content for this page, I did a couple videos where I talked about the microphone. And it was outdoor content for the microphone video. I do have shop on this page. This account has shop. I have some tech products and some other products in my showcase. So I definitely have it. But I don't promote it. I just don't. I did a couple lives where I would pin some products that I use commonly for my live and my content creation, but I've now shifted a lot of that content over on the other page. I think it's just better to just keep that separated. And so I try my best not to um, focus as much over here on that. Try not to, but obviously I talk about it, but I don't overdo it. It said YouTube, here I come. So I love it, friends. Yes, definitely watch my YT channel is Dr. Lisa, same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, same handler at Launch Your Income, and so you guys can go over there. The playlist for these videos will come up tonight. I'm gonna post them. I have a couple videos I need to post that I hadn't done, because when I record it, I actually have to make it a public view. So when it's live. Because right now I'm live and I'm talking to people. But when it's for it to show up in a playlist, I actually have to put it over there and make it public view. So that I'll do tonight. So I'll make it available for everybody to see. But yes. So when it comes to doing shop on the other account, I think it's better. Thank you all who are here. I appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much for your support, friends. We are talking about, I was giving some TikTok tips and we talked about live setup and just wanted to make sure you guys understand how to make sure that you are thinking about, we talked a lot about content creation and some tips for content creation. And then I went on to talk about TikTok shop in particular. But if you have a specific question, let me know. Need help? I need to be more consistent, go live, but I am supporting, but need my shop videos out. Yes. So Don, do you have unlimited? Let me know. Do you have unlimited on TikTok shop? Or are you trying to do the 5 videos a week? I'm assuming you're doing the 5 videos a week. Now, here's what I will say. Based on my strategy I gave a second ago, and I can repeat it for you, friend. I'm cranking. You said not yet, so I'm cranking out 5 videos a week, easily. Easily, I can do 5 videos a week based on what I'm doing because it cuts down on the record time in the sense that all I'm doing is doing those quick clips. I'm doing some quick clips of the product, and then I let TikTok create the montage video, the 15-second montage, and then I do my voiceover, and I do my voiceover from the voice assistant on the product. And that's what I do. And then I ask the voice assistant for the hashtags. I use that as the voice assistant for the products. Now, a couple of my products have collab deals with it. And so I go back, and so this is where time comes in a little bit because I have to go back and I look to see what the seller said, some different hashtags I should be using, maybe some other tips about the product that I should be maybe using as my description on the screen or some other things like that. So I try to integrate some of that stuff into it. How you doing, E. Danielle? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the daily heart me. And so I try to integrate some of that into how I am, preparing that video to post. So typically, where it could have taken me, how you doing, friend? It could have taken me, 45 minutes to an hour to do a video. It's now cut down to about 20 minutes because I'm not doing a whole lot. So 20 minutes is where I'm at right now. Now, I could be shorter, but I try to make sure I'm checking some boxes by looking at what the seller is talking about. Obviously, when I do the voiceover, sometimes I have to fix it because Dr. Lisa sometimes will fumble over words. Y'all hear me in here fumbling. And so I have to kind of repeat, repeat, repeat. I was like, okay, you know what? This next time, it's just going to have to go. I'm just going to go with whatever I say, and sometimes I have to repeat it because I was like, Lord, I can't go with that. It's like, no, I can't do that to the people. But yeah, so some of that I do. Not doing any of that in TikTok Studio. Yes, in here. So, okay, I'm going to show you what I do so that you can see. Okay, so we gonna walk through it. I'm actually gonna end my YouTube recording, and I'm gonna walk you through the process. So I'll do this in the next few minutes. So let me show you. I'm gonna show you the first step, and then I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. Okay, so not to say that what I do is the authority. It's just something I'm doing currently as kind of a quick method in my mind. It's quicker than what I was spending time to do. Okay, so let me start here. So here, I want you to stay with me, Dawn. Okay, all my friends coming in, nice tan TikTok. Doc, thank you so much. You said tan for me. I got a tan. I do have a little bit of a tan from is that what you mean, nice tan? Because when we were in Italy, it was so hot. I was outside. Yes, I do have a little bit of. Thank you for saying. I noticed it. I noticed too. I was like, I do have a tan. But yeah, we were in Italy and it was so hot. It was like 103 at one point, and we were outside a lot, all of it. So yeah, I did get a tan. Okay, guys. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip my camera just so you can see this. Ah, shoot. Good morning. Forgot to wait for the heart me. That's okay, friend. That's okay. No, because we already got the flash code. It was the heart me. We did not make it. But that is okay. I appreciate you all coming in now. So I'm just going to give you this quick. Okay. So imagine, this is imaginary, but imagine I am on my camera roll. I'm doing video footage. Okay. How you doing, Black Lotus? See your friend. How you doing, Mariexa? Thank you so much for joining. So imagine I am merely taking video clips. So I will start the camera. I'm rolling camera. I'm gonna roll camera for about 5 seconds on the product. So just imagine me roll camera. I will stop the camera, and then I will roll the camera again, and I might pick up the product and just show it, and just show maybe the name of it or something like that. And then I'm gonna stop the camera, and then I'll pick up the next image here, okay, and then show it. And then I'll stop the camera, and then I'll show this. So I'll do different clips like that. So I'll do all three of those. I might do a clip where in your camera, this is in my camera roll. This is Dr. Lisa's iPhone camera roll. This is me doing video. I don't want to call it B-roll footage because it's actually a little bit more staged than what you think of traditional B-roll, but it's me taking these different clips, okay? And then I'll show this, and I might open up one and show the different colors. So I'm doing that footage. So I have, with these clips, I have, let's say for argument's sake, I have about 7 clips. Seven clips I did. 7 5-second clips that I've just done. 7 times 5 is 35, y'all. I did that earlier because I said the math wrong on my other math. So 7 times 5 I could do. That's 35. So that's 35 seconds of footage. What I'm doing though is, you said good job. So y'all all was supposed to comment like, yeah, it's 35, Doc. You're right. So 35 seconds, but what I will select is the 15-second option. Y'all let me that. So I will select this 15-second video option. So what TikTok is going to do is give me, out of all that 35 seconds of footage, is going to truncate it to 15 seconds of clips. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. I'm going to come off my YouTube.